Hello everybody, I'm Cambridge English teacher Rory from studentlanguages.com, and if you want to know how to pass the use of English paper part 3, then keep watching this video and I will show you how to do that. And don't forget, watch till the end, because at the end of this video I'm going to show you how to access a CAE video course with over 2 hours of content completely free. It'll be really useful for you, and I'll show you how to do that at the end. So the first thing I'd like to show you guys is an article I added to the forum on my website. You can access this by going to studentlanguages.com/forum, and you can actually join this forum and add replies, start new topics, speak to native teachers like myself and other students. And if you want to join, I will put a link to a video showing you exactly how to do that above me. But for now, let's have a look at this forum. And on the main forums page, you can scroll down to CAE, C1 Advanced, and there is a topic here called CAE Use of English Part 3. So once you've opened that page, you will find a post that I made with some really useful general information. It shows you another page of my website where you can find tips, techniques and strategies for every part of the use of English paper. And also I put a link to my YouTube playlist with lots of use of English videos for you. But as I said, in this video we're going to be focusing on the strategy for part 3 of the use of English paper. So, this is a 5-step strategy that you should use. The first thing you should do when you are faced with part 3 in the exam is to read the whole passage quickly so you understand the overall theme of the text. So don't take more than 30 seconds to do this. Just get an overall idea, because that really helps you to understand the context, and that helps you to find and figure out the correct answers. So that's number 1, read the whole passage quickly to understand the context. Number 2, you should find the first gap and then read the whole sentence surrounding the first gap. Okay, so find the first gap. You can ignore the example. There is always an example at the top, so don't waste time answering that in the exam. Just find the first question and then read the whole sentence, because step number 3 is to identify the words or the types of words that are before and after the gap. And here's an extra quick, really useful point for you guys for the exam in general and for this part of the exam, which is to learn about English sentence structures and word families. This is going to help you get much higher marks in the exam, because they often test you on the types of words that you need, and so your knowledge of this will really help you to find the answers to this part, but also it will help you with the other parts, specifically of the use of English paper, but of the exam in general. So that's a quick little note for you guys. Study word families and sentence structures, the endings of words, the prefixes of words, etc. And there's a really useful web page on my website which can help you with this, and I have put a link to this in my forum post here as well. So after this video, I recommend visiting this web page. I showed you how to do it at the beginning. Go to this forum topic and find this link and have a read about sentence structures and word families. That will really help you with the exam. Okay, then step 4, which is linked to step 3, as I said a minute ago, you should study prefixes and word endings before the exam. So you should get to know the typical noun endings, for example. So if a word ends in MENT, it will probably be a noun. Or if it ends ly, it will probably be an adverb. Learn these facts and they will get you much higher marks in the exam. Also, I say check for prefixes because normally there are 1 or 2 answers in this part where you need to write a prefix. They normally throw at least 1 or 2 questions where you need a prefix. So make sure you study prefixes before the exam. And I have a page on my website where I recommend the best resources to use to find this information. So you should check that out, and that is C1-Advanced-Books. Go and visit that webpage because you will find some really useful resources on there that will help you with your studying for this exam. Okay, and the 5th and final step of this strategy is to check your spelling. After you've finished all of the answers, go back and make sure you have checked your spelling and that, for example, you've written a double letter if you need a double letter, for example. People lose marks so easily in the use of English paper through bad spelling. So, and often they know the correct spelling. They're maybe just anxious or in a rush and they spell a word wrong. You don't want to lose marks like that. That is a silly way to lose marks. So avoid that by checking your spelling after you've finished. So I thought it would be really useful for you guys to see how to use this strategy to complete an example question. So I have gone to this website here, and there are lots of past papers and examples for the different papers in the exam on this website. And I opened up Reading and Use of English. And here's a past paper. And if we go down to part 3, we can see the benefits of being multilingual. So let's have a look at how we can answer this question using the strategy I just talked about. Okay, so let's practice this now. What I'd like you to do is to look at the passage below, which has again come from this page 5, part 3, from this web address. But I've copied it over here. It might be easier for you to read it here, or it might be easier for you to read it in your internet browser. And what I'd like you to do is to think, what type of word do we need for question 17? So follow the tips that I've taught you up until now. Think about the type of word that you need. Is it in the correct ending? Does it fit the meaning of the sentence? Do you need a prefix to make it negative? Make sure you check your spelling and that you've written the spelling correctly. Do all of those things and try to come up with the answer to this question. You can press pause now, and when you're ready and you think you have the answer to this question, press play and we'll have a look at it together. Okay, so hopefully you've done that. This is what I say for question 17. The word we need, the type of word we need is a possession. It's a possession. You're something. And the word we need is a thing or something. So what we need to use here is a noun. We need to use a noun in this sentence, in the gap. And the noun from the word family aware is awareness. So awareness is the correct answer. Does it need to be in the negative form? No. Have I spelt it correctly? Yes. Okay guys, so I really hope you found that video useful. If you did find it useful, please give it a big like. And if you want to support me, help my channel grow, which also then helps more students like you to find my information, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Because as I said, this helps my channel grow, it helps other students find this information. And don't forget to click that bell notification, because then you will be notified of all my new videos as soon as they are released, which will be really useful for you if you are preparing for this exam, because I make 2 new videos more or less every week, and so if you get notified immediately, then you can watch them immediately and they don't get lost in the world of the internet. I'm going to put a couple of links in the description with this video which will be really useful for you, including my full use of English video course on Udemy, which has loads and loads more useful tips and advice for every part of the exam. This is the most comprehensive work I have, and I've put it all into one place for you guys, and I'll put a link to that in the description. But I'll also put a link to my other YouTube videos and to other useful resources which I have mentioned in this video. And finally, if you want to access your free video course, then I will put a video up here for you now which is going to show you how to do that. So watch this video now and you will see exactly how to access my free video course. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you again in a few days. Bye bye.